Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, Lockout, Halo 2. A very famous, very popular map. One of the most iconic maps in the entire Halo series. It's been remade so many times. Probably the most times of any map. But, when Bungie made this map, they hid a secret on it. A very well hidden, well buried secret. And after 21 years, almost 21 years, that secret has finally been discovered and revealed. So, no, I'm not talking about what's in these, like, flood tanks on this map. Now, this secret you normally can't see, but that secret is hidden, like, right here, right about here. But you may be thinking, wait, there's nothing there. I don't see anything. Well, let's take a look at a special version of this map that I prepared that will reveal that secret. And let's check it out again. So, here we are. And that secret is right here. Standing right in this position on this very map, there is actually a Mac World, like a Halo CE Mac World Spartan, just placed right there, right on this very map. But how did it get there? Like, why is it there? And why didn't we ever see it before? So to answer that question, we gotta do a little bit digging here. So looking into the official mod tools for Halo 2, we can look at the exact map file itself, the exact BSP for the map Lockout. And within the map, in the files, in the game files, there's something here called import info. Import info tells us everything we need to know about the map's history. Like, we know exactly when this map was imported. For example, here it was imported on September 4th, Saturday, 9:38 a.m. and 7 seconds in 2004. And it even tells us who imported it. In this case, it was imported by Zach R. But, most importantly, this import info contains the original source file that Zach R used to create it. That original file is called lockout.ass. Yes, Bungie like to have silly names for their game files. But anyways, we're able to extract that ASS file and then put it into something like Blender, which allows us to explore around and see the original map that Bungie worked on, like the original file before they put it into Halo itself. So this, at the time, would have been in the program like 3ds Max, because that's what most Halo games use to make the maps. But we're able to import into Blender thanks to a lot of community-made tools. So what exactly is this Macworld Spartan doing in Halo 2? It's a very old cut model. Like, it existed even before Halo 1 came out. So, what Bungie probably uses for was as a scale model. A scale model in 3D modeling is generally used to make sure the size of your map is just right for like an actual playable character, so that it's not too big and not too small. And the scale model is used to kind of compare that size with the map itself. So, the reason why it normally doesn't spawn in the map is because that scale model, it's not actually attached to the map itself. It's not parented to it or anything like that. Therefore, Halo 2 doesn't like it when there's objects that aren't parented to the map itself, and therefore it won't get imported. Now, of course, in later Halo games, that's actually not an issue, which we'll get to in a little bit. But for Halo 2, it would just ignore that Spartan. But it still keeps that Spartan there in the source file, and that gets imported into the actual game files itself, especially in the mod tools, which is why we're able to see it when we extract the file back out. Now, what I did here was I simply parented it to the map itself so that when I re-import it into Halo 2, the exact same process that was originally done back in 2004, the Spartan would finally get included in the import this time, and it will actually show up in the map. And that is what I did here. So now we can actually take a look at the Spartan in-game and get a close look at it. Now, because it was never actually meant to be imported, it was just an untextured scale model, that Spartan doesn't have any textures, and therefore the way Halo 2 handles untextured objects is it uses that default error texture, also known as the Da Vinci Code texture from Halo 3, or technically Halo 3 reuses it from Halo 2, but it uses this texture for anything that is untextured. That's why the Spartan's covered in this error texture. but it is solid, but it is actually physically part of the map. So it's not like I can move it or anything. I can't kill it. I can shoot it, but it's the same as shooting the floor or the walls, because the Spartan is part of the map when it's imported this way. Now, like I said, in later Halo games like Halo Reach, if this map was made the same way and then imported into Halo Reach, there's a good chance that Spartan would have still been included. Of course, Bungie would have caught that and would have removed it. But I purposefully ported Lockout over using that source file, and it was a very hasty port. I wasn't actually trying to like make a proper port for Halo Reach, but I wanted to show you guys how later Halo games, like Halo Reach and later, not Halo 3, because Halo 3 would probably be the same as Halo 2, but how Halo Reach and later would handle the Spartan. It would actually import it, and it would actually show, well, in this case, actually show the texture this way, but I think in some cases in Reach, it might actually still show the error texture. But anyways, wanted to show you guys this for this video, because it is actually very fascinating that Bungie used a scale model of the original Macworld Spartan from before Halo CE came out, from pretty much around the Macworld demo. They chose to reuse that model for Halo 2's development and to use it to size the map up. They could have used like the Halo CE Master Chief, because maybe, you know, the Halo 2 Master Chief wasn't ready at the time of making this map, so they could have used the CE Chief. Or if it was ready, they could have used the Halo 2 Chief. But instead, Zach R, who imported this map, chose to use neither, and chose to use a scale model of the Macworld Spartan, which is very much like cut content by the time of Halo 2. And I guess you could say that Halo 2 Lockout is actually the first time the Macworld Spartan was used in a released Halo game, even though you actually can't spawn it in normally or see it normally in game. But it is there. It's just really buried in the game files, deep in the game files and in the mod tools, where you can only see it if you extract the original source file that Zach R worked on at Bungie. So there you guys have it, the secret of Lockout. I can already imagine like some like crazy like fictional stories or creepypastas about that Spartan being the ghost of Lockout, and there's some way to like trigger it and spawn it in. But no, that's definitely not the case. But it would be kind of a cool story actually if that was really the case. But anyways, that's about it for this video. Hopefully you guys found this to be interesting. I definitely feel it's like really fascinating that still exists, and that Bungie probably forgot to remove the scale model or delete it, or left it in on purpose, knowing that it wouldn't get included in the actual like map that people play on. Who knows? I mean, only Zach R would know, but my guess is that most likely he forgot to delete the scale model from the map. But anyways, that about wraps up for this video. Hopefully you guys found this to be interesting. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. Like, I'm kind of curious your thoughts on why you think that Spartan is still left there, or if anybody like even knows the story to this, or can get in touch with Zach R and ask him. That would be really cool too. I'm kind of like curious if we can get like an official answer from him, if he even remembers this at all. But anyways, aside from that, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.